Hey, what is going on, webheads? Roundaway here. Finally, after 2,000 years, we're finally, maybe, perchance, just a little bit, gonna actually get some info on Tokon. Now, usually this would just be like massive cope, but we're actually gonna have a PlayStation Direct literally tomorrow, and this one's really long, which usually wouldn't be anything, but there's apparently, for some reason, the Steam page just updated for Marvel Tokon with a bunch of details about the actual game itself, and it basically confirmed that there's gonna be 20 characters in the base roster. Now, some people are upset about this and stuff, and I mean, it makes sense, because honestly, this is kind of small for a game with 4v4, but I mean, to be fair, the game's not like Marvel vs. Capcom where you're going to be actively switching to all of them, really. Unless the gameplay gets reworked or something, but you're mainly just going to be playing one character with multiple assists, so I guess it's not that bad. There could have been more. I wish there was more, but Fighters launched with like 24 characters, so... and that game was 3v3, so I don't know. But I'm basically here to give my final roster prediction. Like, this is the last one. I'm not thinking about it anymore until the actual game comes out, because we know it's 20 characters, at least according to this. There might be a few extra, you know, Arc System Works, they like to have their own characters slash like unlockable like characters and stuff, so there might be some extra ones get from like the campaign or like a pre-order bonus like Fighters. Like I said, it's 20 characters, but it's really 12 because we already have 8 revealed. So I'm gonna be using this template by Zeno on Twitter to basically fill out the rest of the 12 remaining characters. And I already done a roster prediction like when the game first got announced like 8 months ago. Oh my god, dude. And in that original video, I had 30 characters, which was way too generous, but we literally knew nothing about the game. Like I said, the roster's way smaller, but honestly, I'm just glad we got something, any type of news, bro. Like, I'm more excited for there just being, like, us knowing the roster amount. Because the way it was looking, I was worried that those 8 were just gonna be the roster at this point. This whole thing could just be massive copium, like, to watch tomorrow comes and nothing even gets announced. Maybe at least one character, but I'm keeping my expectations low. I really don't think anything's gonna happen tomorrow, but, you know, it would be cool. But hopefully this video is wrong / right in some circumstances, whatever you want to say. But anyway, yeah, I had 30 characters in the last time I did this, so I had to choose between 12, which kind of hard, and I think this could have been better, but these are who I think I genuinely 100% think is going to be in the game. At least one of these characters will be in my opinion. I'm basically just gonna quickly explain why I chose these final characters. No DLC, because that's just gonna be for when the actual game comes out, and we already have everybody. Starting with 2 characters, and one I'm just gonna be talking about is Thor and Hulk. Obviously, it's Beta Ray Bill instead. I'm just doing that because I know they'd be quirky. I mean, this game seems like they're gonna do variants of characters and not just, you know, the typical versions of characters that you would expect. So I'm thinking Beta Ray Bill because he's probably like the second most popular version of Thor that's not Jane Foster. And Hulk is obvious because, I mean, it's fucking Hulk. Like, who else are they gonna put? Like, if they don't put Hulk, that's like mad concerning in my opinion. And I feel like this could just be the Avengers like roster. Like, if you just want like base game Avengers, I think this is good enough. I mean, we already see Thor in the statue of like the main New York stage that they showed in the reveal trailer, so it'd be weird if Thor wasn't there. Like, some variation of him at least. Now, another no-brainer is Wolverine, because I mean, you know, the whole series, if we're talking about Marvel vs. Capcom being in fighting games, Wolverine has to be there. He's one of the most popular Marvel characters of all time. Everyone loves him. Like, it just makes sense for him to be there. I was gonna say, especially because they were gonna probably show, like, Wolverine gameplay, like, more of it at this state of play, but they literally confirmed that they aren't, so now I'm worried, and I kind of don't even want to watch it anymore. But I'm probably just gonna watch it at least a little bit before some Tokon shit, and maybe DMC6, but besides that, it's Wolverine, obviously. He's the one character out of this whole thing I'm almost certain is gonna be in the base game. Now, next one is Magic. I feel like due to Marvel Rivals' popularity, she's been popping off lately, and she's cool. She has a big sword. I feel like she'd fit in a fighting game well. She literally has an install super, basically, with Darkchild. It makes sense, you know what I mean? I don't think I need to fully elaborate on this. Especially because I've done it before in that other video, which I can't wait to see how wrong I am. Magneto, another like no-brainer. We need more villains in this roster. We only got Doctor Doom announced as the sole villain of this game so far, and that's kind of dumb. Magneto makes perfect sense. It does suck I didn't put more X-Men. I think this game will probably have more X-Men than I put on this, but it's more of the fact that like we only got these 12 spots, so I'd had to do what I could, and I think I'd rather have Magneto over another like good guy because we need more villains, like I said. Venom, I feel like he should be base roster. Now, I'm almost 1000% certain he will be DLC because, you know, they're gonna want people to buy the DLC, and people are gonna buy Venom. Like, everyone loves Venom, one of the most iconic villains of all time. But I mean, I feel like Spider-Man needs a villain in this game, and usually in these types of games, they always put Spider-Man and Venom at least. I'd be down for like Green Goblin or Doc Ock, like another non-Venom villain. But I mean, it's Venom. I feel like it'd be weird not having him. And he's just really easy like to put in the game. Now, also Ultron, because I love Ultron. He's one of my favorite Marvel villains. Plus the fact that, like, I don't want the only game to be MVCI that he was like featured in. He plays really fun in that game, but it's MVCI, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he should be in more Marvel games in general, and especially like in a fighting game. I also feel like this is a safe pick. I feel like most people would want Ultron. Like, you ask people about characters in the game, like a lot of people would say Ultron. Now, Luna Snow, I genuinely think she's gonna be in the game because, one, she is an industry plant. I don't care what people are saying. People gave me shit for that on that one video, but I don't give a fuck. She is. I like her though, and I play her in Rivals. I played her before Deadpool came out if I was forced to play support. Anyway, I like Luna Snow. I don't hate her, but it's just, she is an industry plant. I feel like she will be in this game. She's already referenced in the game on the New York level. She's in like some billboard or whatever. But I feel like her gameplay would be interesting, mainly just because it's freezing. I know already Star-Lord can freeze people. I like just freezing characters in fighting games that could like freeze you in place and do stuff off of it. Also, I feel like she'd have more unique moveset because she'd probably be able to just fully control the ice instead of just freezing you. I feel like she'd be cool. Like, I don't hate her or anything, but you know, she has the most skins in Rivals, and every other thing about her, she's really good. Like, you know what I mean? Now, Rocket and Groot, I think they're gonna be one character like MVCI, because honestly, I think that's the best way to put it. I don't think we need both as separate character slots. Like, I think that'd be too much. It would be cool. I wouldn't mind it, because I don't like Rocket, and I'd rather just play as Groot, to be honest. And I'm just saying I don't like Rocket because he's annoying in every fucking video game he appears in, so that's why I don't like him. I like him as a character, I just don't like him in video games. But anyway, I feel like this is just the best way to do it. You just save space by doing this too. Now we got Nova, and this one is mainly just for me. I know Nova is a popular character, but I really like him in MVC. Like, MVC introduced me to Nova, and I think he's a super cool character, and I feel like he'd fit this game well. We need like a cosmic character. They could put what's her name? Captain Marvel, that's it. They could put Captain Marvel, but honestly, I like Nova just a little bit more. I think he's more unique, and Captain Marvel's literally everywhere, so yeah, we need more Nova. And I feel like this honestly could round out the Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, I know this would be like a weird unorthodox team, and I know Nova's not even like a real member. Like, he kind of joins sometimes, but I don't know. I feel like this would just be more unique. Gamora and Drax, I would like all four of them to be playable because I feel like you kind of need to, and it's weird that they've never done this before. But honestly, I feel like Gamora and Drax, they're more generic where you can replace them with any other character that can do exactly what they do. It's more just their camaraderie with their teammates makes them like more interesting as characters, in my opinion. Hey, whatever they do, I want the Guardians in, and I feel like this would just be a more interesting version of it. Being a more interesting version of it, I picked Moon Knight because I feel like we need a street tier, in quotes, character. Even though Moon Knight's way more powerful than you would think, but I mean, most Moon Knight like stories or famous ones or depictions of him usually have him like being like a Batman sort of like street level character. But I feel like he actually has like powers on like most Marvel Street tiers. Like, you know, like he has more abilities than just is strong and good at fighting, but he's both. So you can mix in like the martial arts element and like the magic and onks and stuff like that, and all of Khonshu's, you know, bullshit. I feel like he'd be an interesting like slip away slash like rush down character. Like, he could quickly get in and out of a fight. and be kind of tricky and stuff like that. And I feel like this would be more interesting than like Daredevil per se. Like, I don't hate Daredevil, but like Moon Knight would just be far more interesting playstyle wise than Daredevil. I mean, they literally have the same weapon. Like, they have batons, so if they really wanted to. So I feel like Moon Knight would be more like brutal. And lastly, Loki. I've been advocating for Loki for a while, just because he is a big Marvel villain, and also I want to see his playstyle in a 4v4 game. Like, it'd be fucked up. Like, imagine he could just turn into like other characters and stuff like that, or just use your assist. I know the assist system is different, so it wouldn't be like Super Baby 2 from Fighters where like you kill them because it's 1 health bar, but like, I don't know, I feel like you could do a lot of interesting weird stuff with Loki. He could just make clones of himself, kind of like how it is in Marvel Rivals. But yeah, this is my final for real prediction, because we're probably gonna get an announcement of some kind at the PlayStation thing. Hopefully, at least. We probably won't, but hopefully I'm wrong. Obviously, there's other characters I want more. If you want, like, who I want way more, like I said, go check out the other video I made, like, back when Tokon first got revealed. If you want, like, a way bigger, probably better roster, in all honesty, back when we didn't have any idea who was going to be in the game at all. But, yeah, that's going to be it for this video, and, see ya.